Another retirement. This is more on this is the privileged side. Okay, you have the unprivileged side, and then you have the privileged side. Aaron Donald, one of my all-time favorite players. I would always say, like, he was my MCM. If I had a man crush Monday in the National Football League, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald to be 6'2" or whatever he was, undersized, 285, 90 pounds, and he was ripped. And I can say that because I know Aaron Donald's wife. Aaron Donald's wife was my wide receiver coach's daughter, so I've known her for 20 years. Long before she knew Aaron and long before they got married, but Aaron was my MCM, man. He was greatness personified. He was dominating college at Pitt. He was ACC Defensive Player of the Year at Pitt. People thought, this guy's undersized, small, short arms. He can't be really inside. And all he did was say, screw y'all. Was drafted in the first round. Aaron Donald, 10 years in the National Football League. 10 years, he was a Pro Bowler. 8 times, he was first team All-Pro. 3 times, he was Defensive Player of the Year. Super Bowl champion, 111 career sacks from the interior defensive lineman position. I don't think you quite understand the insanity in that. Dudes who rush the passer every single down don't have 111 career sacks. To do it from the 1 and the 3 technique, and then as he got more and more into his career, they moved him all up and down the defensive line because the teams were double and triple teaming him. And to watch Aaron Donald play week in and week out, like, there are a ton of quarterbacks all across the league that rejoiced that Aaron Donald is retiring. But he goes down as one of the best. For sure, 5 years from now, first ballot. They could start etching his bust. Call who does the fitting for the jackets. I think it's Haggard's. Haggard's need to come in and just start fitting him now. He's for sure a first ballot Hall of Famer 5 years from now. And those that you don't know, you got to wait 5 years before you go to the National Football League. Before you go to the Hall of Fame. So kudos to Aaron Donald, man. And same thing for you. I pray that whatever that next journey is for you, because a lot of times, and he started this podcast. He and his wife are starting a podcast, right? More people in the podcast space. But yeah, he's starting a podcast. But that's the thing, is that people leave this game. Some are pushed out. Some like Aaron Donald get to walk out. And they leave with a bunch of money, some of them. But they don't leave with the next plan, because all they've known so long is football. But shout out to Aaron Donald, man. You were definitely one of the greatest to ever play this game. And there's debates. I don't, depending on what era you came in, you might say that Aaron Donald's the best defensive player of all time. There's some that will say Reggie White's the best defensive player of all time. There's some that will say Lawrence Taylor. There's some that will say Dion. It depends on what era, where you from, what you like, what you don't like. But all I know is that Aaron Donald is in the conversation. You can't tell the history of the NFL from the defensive side of the ball and not mention Aaron Donald. Period. So whether it's Ray Lewis is your GOAT, or Dion is your GOAT, or Dick Butkus is your GOAT, or Mike Singletary is your GOAT, or whoever, like I said, Reggie White, or name a player, he's in that conversation. So kudos to and shout out to Aaron Donald, man, for a prolific career. I don't like a 10-year span where I forgot he was rookie of the year as well as being 3-time defensive player of the year. Like I said, in any accolade that he could kind of reach, he reached it. He led the league in sacks before. Like I said, 3-time defensive player of the year, rookie defensive player of the year. He did everything but win MVP. And there were some seasons where he was like, he might need to be in a conversation of MVP. That's how good and dominant he was.